It depends on where the expatriation is. So if you are expatriating to OECD countries, you know, you move somebody from the UK to America, the expatriation processes should be relatively simple, okay? Because the language is the same, the basic principles of how, you know, how people operate in terms of travel, education. You know, if you take somebody from one country to a different language speaking, to a different culture, to a totally different system, then it's very high. But in order to expatriate, you have to have a very good HR support system. You have to have a very good understanding of both ends, the culture and the background of where the people are coming from, and the culture and background of where you're going to, and how the systems work, and what it is that people will need to support their everyday working life. It's very high in the beginning. When you go to a new country, when I first traveled to China, it was quite new for me. And in fact, I went to a region we'd never been before. And our HR people had to do a lot of research in the beginning to find out. They had to make a lot of trips to find out what was it like. You know, firstly to consider, could we expatriate people there? What is the health system like? What is the security and safety? What's the education? And after extensive research and visits, they came back and said, okay, we can expatriate, but there's some things we need to do. Firstly, we can't send families. We can only send single people. It's not suitable for families, in our opinion, this location. Secondly, when you go there, you know, there actually isn't any suitable accommodation. We will actually have to build our own accommodation. There's nothing that we would comfortably put people in. You know, and that can happen often in projects with camps, deciding, do you put people in camps or do you put them in existing accommodation? And then for health, they determined that the health system wasn't up to standard, so we had to put in place some emergency health provisions, emergency health coverage, how we would evacuate people. So all of that kind of burden falls there. And that's kind of thinking when you get a new country. Once you've expatriated people to a country, you get experience of that country, HR gets familiar with the process, how it works, the things, the challenges they face, then it gets easier. And so the HR supporting system is a little easier, all right? But I agree, you need a very sophisticated system, you need a good level of resource to support it, you need to have deep knowledge, and you do need to have people in country. There's no doubt. You know, eventually you need to have people in country to execute it. So, you know, HR people in country to help to support the process.